I'm so tired. I wonder what's on TV.
Everything all right here?
Oh look, CNN's on. And that was the weekly sports news. Go Habs, go. Now moving on to this week's economic topic with Sierra and Ashley.
Today's weekly segment is on inflation. Inflation is increasing worldwide.
Yes, inflation is occurring everywhere. It is infecting North America, South America, Europe, and the Middle East. Fewer goods and services are being bought all over the world. Over a period of 1 year, all prices increased in all 8 major components. These major components are shelter, household operations and furnishings and equipment, clothing and footwear, transportation, health and personal care, recreation and education, reading, and alcoholic beverages and tobacco products. Transportation and food posted were the largest increases.
Yes, Sierra, the purchasing power of our dollar has declined. Because it declined, consumers will have to focus more on bare necessities instead of their desires. According to Stats Canada, prices rose 3.2% in the last 12 months. The prices of gasoline and food were the highest. The seasonally adjusted clothing and footwear index rose 1% in September, followed by a 1% decline in August. Back to you, Sierra.
One way to cope with inflation would be indexation.
Oh, the mic isn't on, sorry. If you want to stay updated with inflation here in Canada, you can take this year's consumer price index subtracted by last year's consumer price index and divided by last year's consumer price index. And then you will have this year's rate of inflation. In the past updated basket, where Stats Canada updated the basket of goods and services used in the calculation of CPI, it was decided that the base year remained 2002, which was 100. To satisfy the needs of certain users on all item CPI with a base year of 1992, which was equal to 100, it will continue to be available. Now back to you, Sierra.
Will these prices continue to rise, and when will they start to decrease? Now back to the weather with Doug.
Aw, this is boring. I wonder what else is on TV.
That's an excellent point. 1 in 10 Americans is a victim of identity.
Oh, music videos!
It pays to
A new music video has just been released by one of our all-time favorite rap groups, the Dream Team, repping the 514 district. Here they are, their hottest new single, Inflation All Day Every Day.
This is Macro, bro.
Yeah.
This is Macro, bro. This is Macro, bro.
Yo, this is simulation about inflation in the nation. For the explanation, inflation is the general augmentation of the overall prices, which entices effects on the economy, homie. That's what it do. But it does affect you too. The general level of the prices rise higher. They get on my level, homie, I'm on my level. Homie, that's what it do. But it does affect you too, because the purchasing power of the dollar declines. So if you read between the lines, the same amount of dough gets you less. So will no longer get you the best or allow you to live like the noblesse. Nonetheless, no need to stress, yo, because indexation exists, bro. It's when the salaries grow to adjust the inflation rate. Yo.
Inflation, bitch! G-Unit!
Best. Whether you're purchasing a snapback or a jet black Maybach, you will need to possess more cash to impress. Nonetheless,
Better be full indexation to avoid protestation, so your remuneration goes up exactly at the same rate as inflation. Racks on racks on racks, stick, racks on racks on racks.
What sucks is when it's partial hate. Pay don't go up like inflation rate, so a salary don't equate. It's former weight in your wallet. so you can't forget about the Corvette or get set for a bad debt. So no dope, man, just
It don't go up like the inflation rate, so your salary doesn't equate its former weight in your wallet. So you can forget about the Corvette or get set for a bad debt. Man, that's so not dope, just lose hope.
I just said it.
Now to calculate the inflation rate, use consumer price index not too complex, just the change in price of merchandise bought by the average Canadian family in Canada, shoddy.
Hold up. No, but hold up.
To calculate it, let's abbreviate it to CPI, whereby we divide the current CPI value by the base year CPI value, and it will come through as an index when you multiply it by 100.
Alright guys, to calculate the rate when the costs escalate, it's just a percentage change, so don't rage. The difference between this year's and last year's CPI over last year's CPI times 100, and that's the last inflation rate. What up?
Hold up. No, but hold up. To calculate it, let's abbreviate it. CPI, whereby we divide the current CPI value by the base year CPI value, and it will come through as an index when you multiply it by 100. Alright, back to this calculate the rate when the costs escalate. It's just a percentage change, so don't rage. The difference between this year's and last year's CPI over last year's CPI times 100. That's inflation. What up? That's inflation. What up? Inflation. What up? That's inflation. What up?
Now moving on with this rap, Mike is gonna rap about inflation gap.
Canada produces actual GDP. For potential GDP, all resources gotta be working full time. Damn, I can't find the rhyme. But when actual GDP is higher than potential GDP, it's an inflation gap. Rap, rap. Oh.
Whoa, that rap group was so boom. I wonder what else is on TV.
Okay, Paul, this is the final Jeopardy for $100,000. Here is your question. What is the general increase in the overall price level?
It's... What is inflation?
Correct.
Yes!
Wow, so much information on inflation. I can't wait for my macro class on Monday.
Let's go!